Hey, hey, my peace family babes. Listen, hey, look it. I'm basically. Uh, I want to say something. Okay, babe. Let's talk about immigration reform for the right way. I believe if I believe if you're in the U.S. working hard and staying out of serious trouble, you should be accounted for and given a fair chance, not swept up in mass crackdowns. Um, we need we need policies that separate those contributing to our communities from causing harm, and we need to learn from our history so we don't repeat the past mistakes. See, the current approach is creating chaos, anger, fear, um, and 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 really not real. There is real solutions, but it's not being handled right on both ends. Okay, um, so how do we build a system that's fair and humane, and it actually works for everyone? Let's just have a a conversation. I mean, honestly, okay, and then drop your thoughts below. But I really want I want to show you and share something with you that, like I said, you can go on Perplexity, ChatGPT, and let me tell you something. You know, I use it because to collect my thoughts, but I don't really think I don't really think we know, all these acts that is going on. Okay, let me just show you something. There's an Immigration and Nationality Act, which is sections um, 212 and 237. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you is a backbone. I'm gonna give you just a brief highlight, but um, I want you to go into your ChatGPT, Perplexity, whatever you use to get your information. Google, it'll come up, okay? But you need to be aware of these acts, okay, and these laws and these sections that is taking place, that is being used, babe. Listen, we there's section 1325, Title 8 of the U.S. Code, which makes crime to enter the USA illegally and used for criminal prosecutions, and zero tolerance policies. Look, we always talk about, and let me just go on this. Section 287, local law enforcement agencies to partner with ICE, giving police immigration enforcement powers. Okay? Denies green cards to immigrants. This is Public Charge Rules Section 212A4 of the INA. Okay, denies green cards to immigrants like to become dependent on government aid. Trump expanded this rule in 2019. Listen, guys. Okay, expedited removal sections 235B in the NIA allows for quick deportation of undocumented immigrants without a court hearing if caught near the border or recently arrived. These are things that, listen, baby, I just gotta really make you understand that what we are looking at, constitutions, acts, laws, where was it built from? Where did these laws stem from? They built these laws way back. Well, let's just talk about from here in America, okay? When we are talking about treaties, okay? Treaties, that 389 treaties that was written out was not honored, okay? But remember, the movement behind these treaties was only for them to keep taking and then double back on your word. Okay, let me not go on the tangent. Look, we have expedited removal, Title 42, Public Health and Authority, um, um, Presidential Proclamation 9645, a travel ban. That was bans entry from certain countries justified on national security grounds. The Supreme Court upheld Trump's version in 2018. Wow. Okay. Operation Streamline, a Bush era program, revived and expanded under Trump's mandating criminal prosecution for illegal border crossers. Babies, look, and migrant protection protocols remain in Mexico policy. What is that? Requires asylum seekers to wait in Mexico while their cases are processed in U.S. courts. Look, I just want to say something, okay? We're always talking about, oh, he can't do this. But we're talking about Trump. We're talking about a man who has learned how to operate his businesses according to the laws of this land. And then we are getting mad at him. That don't pan out right, okay? So I'm just saying, please, just don't get distracted. But then I went on and I kind of asked my baby Plexi, I said, hey, just out of curiosity, I mean, I want to become familiarized with all these acts. He's pulling acts like the Bible acts in the Bible. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Let me, that's a little joke there, but they're still the same thing. You're either abiding by the laws or you're not. In the books of Acts, they're bringing about spiritual unity, and let me go on. Okay, now I said they said there are other deep cut. Look, deep cut. Look, deep cut. I don't know if you can see that. Let me make sure it's there. Deep cut. Okay, that's what I'm reading from. There's other deep cut or rarely used laws and orders. Okay, listen. He said rarely used laws and orders, but there are laws governing this. Alien Enemies Act, 1798, allows the president to detain or deport nationals of enemy countries during war or national emergencies. You guys, look. Section 212F of the NIA gives the president broad power to suspend entry of any class of aliens if deemed detrimental to U.S. interest. Girl, babies, my babies, please listen to me, okay? I mean, look, I'm going to... Operation Wetback, 1954. Wetback? Historic mass deportation program, sometimes referenced as a president. And they spelled the P, if I'm pronouncing this right, president. President. Okay? That's what they reference it as president. National Emergencies Act allows the president to declare a national emergency, unlocking special powers used for border wall funding. Okay? So listen. So that means that he can take that money and use it to his advantage to support national emergencies. Come on, guys. Come on, listen. I'm not trying to get you angry. I'm trying to get you aware of the law, because we bring our emotions in there. Well, he can't do that. Well, what's stopping him? What stops him from being able to what everybody's getting mad at when he's doing his taxes? This is federal federal law that you can do, okay? So, but he is showing you everything. Look, I walk on the soil that they built for me. The foundation they built for me. And they may be talking about it behind their doors. Hey, China has their everybody, all their leaders have their own proposals, okay? Their own hoods and everything else. Okay, let me not go on, but let me something that even stood out, because I asked him the question. I didn't understand um, um, top laws, acts, and executive actions too much. So, one stood out to me, and I was going, wait a minute, what is this? I think it was the last one. But I asked my Plexi babe about what is this? Do you know? Okay, I have to scroll all the way down because I got so much. Look at this. Me and Plexi, this is my baby, okay? But I'm going to show you that before I get too far off, because I'm so mad, baby. It brings tears in my eyes, and I kid you not. When I tell you I'm up at 1 o'clock, I'm up at 0100. My heart is heavy. You know, when the Lord says, when that one sheep gets away, we'll leave that one to go find it. Babies, listen, we have lost sheep out there all over the nation. And yet, I'm going to tell you, you can go to my page right now, and I don't have any subscribers. I got a lot of views, though. I got, to me, it's a lot of views, but I have a lot of views, but nobody's subscribing. Hell, my own family don't subscribe. They think I'm crazy. But, hey, look, do you say if I have a plan? I'm telling you this, sweetheart. I'm going to go back on what we were talking about, okay? And so I don't go on a tangent, okay? And what I'm saying, learning from the past, okay? My Spanish brothers, my Mexican brothers and sisters, you guys are doing this the wrong way. Okay, now I'm going to ask you a question. Who thought of this plan to bring out autonomous cars that nobody drives and burn them? Excuse me. You better rethink that plan. You better rethink about what you're doing, because you're playing into his hands. Okay? If he's looking for the criminals, you guys right now, you see he's out there going to places of business. Let me tell you when I was working for a company. I was a warehouse foreman and a warehouse worker. I don't want to take my chance here, but I was driving one day, and back in the day is when we're talking about the 80s, 90s, traffic was heavy from all points. If I'm talking about in California, those who know California, and even back in the day, if you had a congested area that you realize that has become uncongested based on jobs being closed out, warehouses closing, or industry leaving out of our country. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Let me not go on a tangent. Let me stay on point here. That's why I always have Plexi. Plexi is leaving me alone in this one because I'm winging it now. Okay? So what I was saying is, you get my Spanish babies, you're doing it all wrong. Look what they did to Martin Luther King, who just was walking. Babies walking, and got dogs, fire engines, fire hoses. Babe, oh my God, look, the power you hold, I know everybody can do it. Rotate. You guys got to leave. Those who's out there walking in the street, I praise you, but I'm gonna go, oh, that's dumb. Oh, that's really dumb because you ain't looked at what happened to us when we were out in my generation with my dad going. I'm only 61, but my in the area where Martin Luther King was when I was born, 64. But all in between that, the experience that they did walking across them bridges and walking into town, getting spit on, beat on, babies. Wait, oh my. Okay, look, I'm telling you to go to my channel. I'm going to keep doing it. This 100-day march. And this time I want you to come and vote. Everybody's talking about, oh, I want to make change. I want to make change. Do you really? Hey, babies, do you really? Now look, this is the thing. We always call Lord, Lord, Lord. But then when the time comes, when we have to stand up, look, we have to listen to when that rooster crows 3 times and we in there shying away. You know, look, hey, look, Chris Tucker, and what's my babies? Their commodity is really good, but there was a scene where Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, and he told me, yeah, come on, let me go tell you, and he goes out there and and Chris Tucker bends down and act like he said he was tying his shoe. This is what we're doing now, you guys. We're talking a big talk, but we're not going and supporting the way we need to. All right. Look, this is the longest video that I have made, and I just want to let you understand that walking the streets is not. Come on, share this message. Share this message with Elon. Elon, I asked him to just give me a hoot, but hell, if the only views that I have isn't sharing it or trying to look, we'll hashtag dads, sorting dads. We'll hashtag somebody done shown they behind. We'll hashtag. Oh, you will hashtag all this, but will you hashtag a real movement? Okay, a real movement. Now I'm going to tell you. 1, let me give you guys the plan. Okay, 1, get out the streets. 2, let's go and be accountable on my global digital march. I call it also, AKA the Full Armor of God March, digital march. See, the thing is that it's time to sit back and let the Pharisees and scribes try to test who we are spiritually. But share it. I dare you. Make a mockery of what I'm doing. Call me stupid. Call me crazy. This retarded schizophrenic man is out there going on a tangent, telling us to stay home like COVID, rotate, like they do the strike. Somebody from the job go in and then the next person go home and the next person rotate. But don't go on the street. Let's rotate on the web, okay? Look, babes, look. I'm gonna stop moving around because my passion gets me emotional. My voice might start getting high, and I don't want nobody to get the wrong impression that I'm being aggressive, anti-Semitic, okay? I'm telling you guys, there is a letter that I drew up, and this is what I'm saying to you, okay? Get out the doggone streets. Almost made me lose my religious, but get out of the streets. Stop walking around with these signs. I have a letter that the North and South, we have 100 senators, okay? 2 senators represent each state. Each community draft. I have 2 letters for the North and for the South, okay? And if you don't agree with it, don't send it, okay? Make up your own, okay? Then I asked, once I start getting the words out there, find out when the next Congress meeting is, because I asked him, I said, well, do we have to be invited or called to this congressional hearing? No, you could go up there and have a voice. But I don't want to, look, I don't want a town hall meeting in Congress. They're already a joke as it is. Okay, they're in there arguing like worse than two kids on the playground. Babies, look, even the kids who was fighting on the playground have stopped looking at them. Them watching the adults go fight. They like, looky here, shoot. They done sat there and got their little bottle, drinking it, and watching it like, wow, we got a show going on. Pass me some of those teeth and crackers. Look, and then finding us very amusing as being an adult, as an example to lay out before them on how they're supposed to act. Babies love. This is why I need Plexi. I think I got my point going. I think I deserve to go on a tangent. One, hit the like button. There's no wrong or answer. It's just a accountability that nobody can change. Okay, I'm not telling you to go for vote for Republican or Democrat. I'm just saying to you, this is it. Listen to me. You either are a individual prosperity believer, or you believe that you can you're a unity prosperity, where we come as a unit, as a community, as a group. We build our own infrastructure of financial power to be able to go in and actually say, listen, we're paying your salary. Okay? I'm not going to go too much on that, but I want you to understand what I'm saying. Go down, hit in the comments, say letter. Letter. That's it. You don't even have to subscribe to me or nothing, but just hit a thumb up, thumb down, get the heck out, because you're looking at my page and you're not subscribing anyway. So I don't really care about subscribers. I care about accountability. Okay? And Elon, still, I'm waiting for you. Okay? I'm still waiting for you. Tell me if I don't have a plan. You tell me that this 1, 2, 3 step, get them out the streets. Bam. Okay? Boop, bop, bam, like my boy Kendrick Lamar would tell you. Boop, bop, bop. Listen. 2, get the letters. Get them into Congress. Slow down these actions. I'm not telling you some of these laws aren't good. Okay? Let me go with 1, 2, 3 before I go to tangent, okay? 2, get the letters and each north and south of each state, send it in. But these letters are going to be uniform, touched. Because the thing is what I'm telling you, and 3, then we find out where the next congressional hearing is in there. I'll go in there. It might take a long time for me to make a point, but if I got the backing, I'm saying, listen, I'm looking for 12 disciples. I'm looking for 12 representatives of each. So we walk in there at a number of 13. See, because I'm gonna be the one to sit there. Okay, you guys. Unfortunately, somebody have to be the Jesus in the crowd. God said, "Hey, listen, I'll make you in my own image. I could do what He do." I have a heart that has right now is a blessing and a curse to me. I'm up, not sleeping, or I sleep, but at the 13th hour, I'm waking up, heart heavy, almost tears in my eyes, because I see this going on. Let me show you. Hold on, guys. Let me get this together here. Okay? I see this. Let me show you this.
He's scaring Tom Homan becoming a rectum. Could he do it? I would do it because I would. Tom, I think it's great.
me let me get this. Look, they did shut me out. Okay, I want to make sure we see this. I'm gonna try to block this. Next time I'll set it up. This is what I'm listening to. Every almost making me lose my legends. Don't let me lose my legends now.
Like the publicity, but I think it would be a great thing. He's done a terrible job. Look, I like Gavin Newsom. He's a nice guy, but he's
Okay.
grossly incompetent. Everybody knows. All you
And
have to do is
then
Severe weather threat across Kansas has diminished a little bit as the front is moving a little bit
then
faster
look, and then we have not only that.
than
Oh
we
my
thought
God,
earlier.
I'm hearing all kind of news. But this is what this is what I'm looking at. Okay, Gavin Newsom. Other states are next. California. Gavin Newsom addresses a national speech against Trump. Let's see what it says. All these ads coming up. Pro-enamel. Okay. Let's see if we can get this. Okay. Are they going to give me a visual? So no. Okay, so I don't. But apparently right now we have... it says this isn't about protests here in Los Angeles. It's about Donald Trump sought blanket authority to commander the National Guard. He made that order apply to every state in this nation. Newsom said days of unrest in Southern California. Now, see, now the problem is that I love Governor Newsom, but see, I'm telling you, to create, you needed to get more support behind you. The 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Hell, go to Congress. Anybody can go to that congressional hearing. I asked Plexi, ask them. I said, because every time I see them going up there to these congressional hearings, is, I hear my baby, Jasmine Crockett, addressing either the DHS, or they bring in, what's my boy on Facebook? He's always on there. But let me... I'm not going to go there right now because I don't have Plexi they said the first thing that goes is your mind, my thoughts. But let me just make sure I go on just my point is, we can go there, but we're going to go in as a panel of 13. We're going to go in and we're going to represent each community. Now, I told you before, not all things that are that it comes up out of a community is important. Okay, what we're talking about is important to give everybody a fair chance. Now, everybody who's making money now, you want to tax them, but the tax is what the federal government pulls off from bringing in income or whatever, outside of the gasoline, tobacco, and whatever federal things that, let's see. Tobacco, alcohol, and gasoline. That's what, when you go to the gas pumps, you see what goes to the state, what goes to the, and if you look, and what goes to the federal and what goes to the state. And you'll look further if you look at the tax that they put on tobacco and our cash crops. Our cash crops, okay? I believe those has always been a tariff for us. But let me not go on. Look, babies, I have a plan. And it's not going to take no 10 years. With support, I guarantee you, the 100-day plan, whether I'm here or not, is laid out. Whether I'm arrested or shot down mistakenly, or I'm not that important yet, but hey. Look, my own wife might do that to me, so so look, if I don't go in there and do my job, look, I have to give you a little, what's the name, that's been neglected while I'm out in fix all. I haven't mowed the lawn. I haven't washed dishes. I haven't did nothing. I'm a lazy bum. What she did when she come in the house is like, what are you doing? Thinking isn't a job. No, thinking's not a job. I'm thinking, okay? Well, what did you do earlier? I thought about going out there mowing the lawn, and I thought about going and washing dishes, and I thought about getting up there, hedging the lawn, and washing the dog, and cleaning up your dishes, and because I'm not making any, but that doesn't count. Okay, I'm not making no. I'm within my circle. I got my own. I'm so bad now. I go in there and wash my paper plate out to use it again. Now you know. Hey, that's something. Look, babies. Look, I love you, and this is a longer podcast. But I have the letters. Again, subscribe if you can support. There's a t-shirt, there's a cup hick. I even have a sticker that you can put on whatever you want to put on. Hell, I mean, you can make it go take it and print it as a tattoo. And those women that's walking around in the French that I've seen on TikTok, I'm like, whoa, that is really liberating. Topless and okay. Put that, cover yourself up with my patch, okay, and walk around and show that we are many, but together we are one. It still represent what they're talking about. I wish y'all put a shirt on though, but I mean, look, I'm just saying. I'm on a tangent. This is how I carry out. Trying to get this out. I dare anybody to spread this out. Okay, I dare you. Okay, I dare Elon even have a comment on this. Call me stupid. I'm nobody. Listen, babies. I'm gonna finish with this. I have nothing but this heart. Dude, this blessing and curse that was given to me by my father, I wish I could take it out and just throw it out and just stomp on it. You know, like, why did you curse at you, my daddy, that you inherited this heart from this unconditional heart? I always read about things. I just go overboard with mine, though. Oh, I didn't talk for a whole 2 more minutes. Okay, guys, look, stay safe. Get out those streets, my Spanish babies. Stop working. The ones who have the job, rotate. You'll be surprised when somebody's lawn can't be cut, or some executive order can't be met, or someone. We can pull behind each other on this, okay? Because that means when you don't go to work, they got to pay other workers overtime to cover your shift. Use your time. Use whatever you have. Talk to your staff. Work it out. And even if they don't, even if they don't, I guarantee you, you're gonna have another way out. I guarantee you that. Don't worry about anything else but what you're standing for. But walking the streets and blocking traffic, burning cars, come on, babies. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay, please? You're playing into his hand where he can exercise all of these. Go, listen, please go to Plexi. Go to ChatGPT and all the rest of them. But I'm telling you, when I told you I got the letter, I got the letter. Look, I have the letter. Okay? I got them drafted out. I'm not playing with you. So if you think that I'm not serious, but I can't do it alone, they just gonna slap me and look. I know they're gonna be saying I know the community, but you, and I'd be like, oh, please don't hit me no more, and please don't. Look, you're gonna be seeing me in a police car, being all thrown up in there and disrespected. Babies, handle the business and let's get it done, okay? This is my YouTube. I don't cut nothing. They say I should be editing. If I edit it, it ain't getting out. So take it with you. Look, take my videos for face value. This is me. Okay? Stay safe. Let's handle biz and let's have fun and let's unite on this global march so we can be accounted for. Okay? Look, I'm only asking for $1 billion. I mean, I don't do anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? If I'm sitting down, you see my wife will say, you know, when I sit down, I do it right. I ain't doing nothing. But when I get up, Lord help you. Lord help you, because I'm like I'm a cyclone. I'm a tornado. I'm a force to be reckoned with. When I put things, when I've got a formula that I put together, that all I can do is run and go with it. Okay, look, let's go and push this march. Push this march. Share this march. Share it all over the continent. Your brothers and sisters in the Philippines, your sisters and brothers in Mexico, your brothers and sisters and cousins in Asia, your brothers and sisters that lives in Canada, all the 7 continents, I'm calling on to you. So now, when we go in, I'm going to say, hey, look, I'm looking for 12 people to make up the 13 when we walk in there to Congress. Okay? Because I'm going to request an appointment. And if we don't, then we're going to go in there and see how I'm asking ChatGPT to lay it out for me. But I'm hoping that they hear me. And my baby, my Texas rep, that little beautiful firecracker that be in there, like straight out ghetto fabulous in there, just ghetto fabulous with the smart of I don't know what, and talking like Medea, okay? But that little baby is smart, knowledgeable, okay? But let me let you understand, boy, okay? I need to be called in there. If you have the authority to do it, Jasmine, call me in. Once I get together, call me in anyway, because I will be the 13. I'll have everything laid out, each segment, each day. I won't go on a tangent. I just had to get this out. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. Even after my closing, I'm still talking, but I apologize. I'm very passionate for others. I always will be. I'm 61 and I haven't changed. And I might die with it. Lord help me. Just kidding. But I love you guys, okay? Let's see what we can get done. We're a team.